Hello, and welcome to the video. Today I want to discuss a somewhat controversial topic, Game Pass. Is Game Pass killing physical media? Is it good or is it bad for the industry? More specifically, I want to talk about this article from Eurogamer. Microsoft seeks to explain its admission that Xbox Game Pass lowers base game sales. This article is basically saying that Microsoft, due to the proposed acquisition of Activision Blizzard, they have released an internal report that states that in the following 12 months from a game being added to Game Pass, they sell less physical copies. Which to me is a very obvious statement anyway. If you have access to a subscription service, why would you just go out and buy the physical copy when you've got access to it on a cheaper platform? Of course you wouldn't, that'd be ridiculous. The article then goes on to say that this is a direct contradiction to what Phil Spencer had said before. And his full claim is, when you put a game like Forza Horizon 4 on Game Pass, you instantly have more players of that game, which is actually leading to more sales of the game. Spencer said in 2018, you say, well, isn't everyone just going to subscribe for $10 and go and play this thing? But no, gamers find things to play based on what everyone else is playing. Now, I do agree with this. I do play a lot of games that friends have recommended to me and that I can play with friends. And yes, I think there is that whole point of when a new game comes out, I'm not constantly subscribed to Game Pass. I do wait for there to be games on there that I do want to play. But I do think it's a more attractive option to just constantly paying the full price for games as they come out. It then goes on to talk about what I think is a really good point for what Game Pass is as an opportunity. It's another aspect that sort of helps game creators. It helps them if they're a smaller company. It literally says we're focused on helping game creators of all sizes maximize their total financial value they receive through Game Pass. Each game is unique. So we work closely with creators to build a custom program to reflect what they need, ensure that they are compensated financially for their participation in the service, and allow room for creativity and innovation. As a result, the number of developers interested in working with Game Pass continues to grow. Now, I think this is a great quote because what this says is that we are creating a space for even smaller developers to produce their vision, to put it out there to a wider audience that maybe they wouldn't have gained without the already existing community that Game Pass has. Their game can be seen by more players and therefore may lead to more sales and a bigger budget for maybe the sequel or whatever next project they work with. I think this is a sometimes underthought of part of Game Pass, the community that it reaches, and what it allows for smaller game creators. Also, not to mention that it's not like these games are just being put on there for free. Microsoft have already paid hundreds of millions of dollars in licensing fees to these creators. They may even make more than what their game would have potentially sold. And that's not to mention that once a game leaves Game Pass, then the sales may pick up. Or the fact of DLC as well. There have been games that I don't own that I downloaded for Game Pass, but I've enjoyed, and I have bought DLC for them. And then there are things like just the sheer saving of it. We have the subscription service now that allows us access to a huge library of games. Some that I might not have played, that I really enjoyed, and some that I might have bought, but didn't end up as enjoying as much as I thought. Plus, if you come at it from, I would have loved to have had a service like this as a child. I mean, growing up, and you'd have to buy the latest game full price, but this just allows much more freedom. Not to mention that we have things like this in the, TV and film marketplace already. Music, subscription services that allow us access to many, many films, like Prime or Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus. Disney Plus being a great example of this. They recently released Wakanda Forever, one of the latest Marvel films. Only a few months on Disney Plus, and this release is before any physical media has been released for that film. Do we hear the same complaints that maybe that film won't sell as well on physical media now that you have access to it on a streaming service? Nah. I think, to summarize, the digital space we've been moving to in gaming has happened in TV and film already. And it's inevitable that it's going to happen with gaming now. There are already many services available. We have, obviously, Game Pass. Sony have tried their hand at it. EA Access, which has now joined Game Pass, was its own standalone subscription service. I think this just allows more freedom within the gaming industry. I am a person who loves physical media. Behind me, I have a shelf filled with DVDs, Blu-rays. I even have some of the HD DVDs that came out. But it's inevitable that we move forward with this way of thinking. And this is what's going to happen to the gaming industry. Love it or hate it, it's the direction it's going. Anyway, that is enough of me rambling on about it. Please let me know what your thoughts are. Like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, wherever you are. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.